Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Chris and I like to explore the outdoors. In this video, I'll be driving up the Sea to Sky Highway, and on the way I'll take a little detour to check out a beautiful alpine meadow. I'll find a spot to camp and then continue north to the Pemberton Valley area. So I'm just south of Whistler and it started lightly raining, and it's doing a great job at reducing the fine dust that usually covers the forest roads during this time of the year. The drive up to Brandywine Mountain is beautiful, but also the most challenging road that I've ever driven on. In fact, I was mainly focused on driving rather than filming, so I wasn't able to capture the true nature of the road. It was very steep, loose, and rocky, and there were aggressive washouts, so a four-wheel drive with high clearance is definitely required to be able to access the top of this mountain road. I'm at the top trailhead, and I'm taking a minute to appreciate being in the clouds. It's a short hike to get to the top, and the trail has an average grade that is slightly steeper than other hikes in the area. At times the trail can feel difficult to follow, so I'm making sure to look up for trail markers on the trees. Now that I'm past the first forested section, it's leveling out to a scenic meadow with a calm creek that meanders through the grass, surrounded by picturesque mountains and glaciers. Now, this is what the meadows look like towards the end of summer, but as you can see, I'm visiting before the snow has had a chance to fully melt. I'm continuing my way down the valley towards the glacier, navigating over moss, packed pine needles, and rocks. And the trees look like they're beginning to thin on my final approach into the meadows. Despite all the rain and mist, I'm beginning to pick up on the beauty of the area in an unexpected way, and that is the sound. There are hundreds of little streams and springs percolating down the thawing hills around me, and so the trickling sounds are creating a very relaxing and immersive atmosphere. As I'm looking closer at these wet micro-ecosystems, I'm noticing that there are tons of wildflowers that are starting to pop through the mountain heath. Absolutely beautiful. If you're wondering about where the name Brandywine comes from, well, the story is that it came from a wager between two surveyors over the height of the nearby Brandywine Falls, and the surveyor with the highest guess won a bottle of brandy. I've also just noticed that there's a lot of lava rock and marble. I found this nice specimen. This might be coming home with me. Alright, so Tilla's enjoying one last frolic in the snow, and next we're going to make our way down the rough mountain road and then head north to find a place to set up camp. Although it wasn't a blue sky day, this really was a beautiful spot, and I'm definitely going to come back later this summer. While it looks like tonight we will be camping in a grizzly habitat, there's been a lot of signs warning us of bears in the area. I'm driving up a service road up to Callahan Lake, where there's a small first-come, first-served campsite nestled under a dormant volcano. Good morning, guys. Now, I didn't see any grizzlies last night, but I did wake up to fresh grizzly poop just 100 meters from where I camped, so one definitely came through during the night. On the drive through the forest, I did see a large male grizzly, a pack of coyotes, and some beautiful feathered grouse and ptarmigan, but unfortunately all animals took off in the bush before I could capture them on video. However, I did manage to observe a juvenile black bear on the road. I'm just past Pemberton, driving through a beautiful place called Pemberton Meadow. This lush area is known for growing potatoes and for Canada's first proprietary patented hop called Sasquatch. Every summer, there's a 50-kilometer farm stand bike ride here with lots of local produce for sale along the route. Well, guys, I found a one-vehicle spot just off of the braided Lillooet River with sweeping views of snow-capped mountains. There's lots of old cedars and poplars cathedraling over me and wild raspberries growing around the riverbank. Okay, so while Tilda takes a nap, I'm going to freshen up with a shower. And I have this nifty setup that heats water using solar energy. Now that we're clean and well rested, it's time for some exploration. Check out this impressive tree that's fallen into the river. I mean, looking at this, you can see the river is flowing quite fast, perhaps too fast to swim in. And so, as it flows through the valley, it erodes the river banks and widens, causing trees to fall in. I'm noticing a few logs getting carried by the current. In fact, to this day, logs are still transported down rivers across BC, where they are then lifted onto trucks. Tilda and I are continuing our walk down one of the tributaries that flow into the Lillooet River. All right, well, it looks like we have a bird nest here. I almost walked by it. It's an old nest. There's bits of eggshells in it, so it looks like the birds have hatched and moved on. Super interesting. All right, we're back at the campsite. I've started a fire and it's time to cook dinner. Good morning. Well, I slept well despite there being lots of mosquitoes, and the mesh window covering came in super clutch. Time to make some coffee and breakfast and soak in the sunny morning views. So you've probably seen this tool in a lot of my other outdoor videos, so I thought I'd make a quick video about it. This is the Grans Fors Brook Forest Axe, and they're all produced in Sweden and they're all hand forged. I like how there's no artificial finishing. There's no attempt to hide the traces of the craftsmanship. You can see there's no grinding or polishing of the axe's head. It's left in a raw form. The axe itself is made from a high carbon steel which is heated to 1200 degrees Celsius and then hammered with 80 strikes per minute. Before the blacksmith hangs the axe head to cool, they finish their work by stamping their initials in the axe head. The lug or the curved part on the bottom of the axe head you see here gives the axe extra stability and weight distribution. The hickory wood is perfect on this axe, and I love the beautiful contrast of the wood grain. Here we have the leather sheath that comes with the axe. The thinner blade profile of a forest axe means that the axe is specifically made for cutting across wood fibers rather than a splitting axe where the cut runs parallel to the wood fibers. So as its name suggests, this forest axe is designed for general forest tasks and precision work. The axe is small and nimble enough to be used for carving. In fact, here's a small spoon that I carved using the axe. Yeah, so there you have it. It's a great axe and it's come in handy for clearing overgrown branches on some of the abandoned logging roads, for cutting kindling and relatively large pieces of wood for a campfire. Definitely an essential part of my outdoor gear. Well folks, thanks for joining me in this adventure. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. All of this will help me reach the milestones required to set up a proper YouTube creator channel. And as always, until next time, safe travels.